Hey YouTube, I'm Aaron, this is Mike, this is the Gear Up Show, and today we're going to be taking a look at key organizers.
That's right. Specifically, we're going to be looking at two leather key organizers. One is the traditional OrbitKey, which has been around for a few years. One of the original sort of leather, just nice quality key organizers. And a new upstart competitor to the OrbitKey, which is called the Jibbon. And we're gonna kind of compare and contrast and see what some of the similarities are and some of the differences.
Yeah.
So what do you think, first glance?
First glance, I mean, they're both aesthetic. They look very similar.
Yeah.
Almost identical, except that OrbitKey has the silver, what do you call that? Area, what is it?
It's the fastener.
The fastener, that keeps all the, that keeps all the other. The Jibbon has the same thing, but it's inside, so it's sort of hidden. I think they both look fine in that respect.
To me, it's a stylistic thing. If you prefer to, sort of being able to see the fastener. OrbitKey did a nice job of making these look really cool.
Yeah.
They've got their logo on one side and just a wide fastener that can be, opened with a coin on the other side. Whereas the Jibbon, they've hidden the fasteners, just gives it maybe a cleaner look, and it's just all leather. So it sort of just depends what your style is, whether you want to see the fastener or not. But as you can see, the shape is very similar. Jibbon's slightly bigger, it looks like.
Yeah.
And a little bit puffier.
Yeah. We happen to have a pink one here, but I think we have several other colors. OrbitKey has a variety of not only colors, but ones that are rubber and made of different materials.
Yeah, so that could be one category we talk about as far as materials, colors, finishes. I think OrbitKey has the head start on that. Adam said, they've got tons of colors, different materials. I like their kind of canvas one that they have. Whereas Jibbon, it's fairly new. I believe their Kickstarter campaign is wrapping up as we speak. So, so when this comes out, it may not still be on Kickstarter, but you may be able to, go to their Kickstarter page and find it, a link to still get it at a discount.
We'll have links below.
Yeah, we'll have links below, and the pricing on these is, from what I can tell, is going to be very similar retail-wise. But if you get the Jibbon on their Kickstarter, it's a little discount for that.
So about the functions on these, they have pretty much the same tools. So they both have USB sticks, which also kind of look identical.
Right, very similar.
Products in general, yeah. And then they both have multi-tools. The only one that we have here with this right now is the OrbitKey one, but I mean, they're both bottle openers and pry tools and flathead screwdrivers.
And just looking online on the websites, OrbitKey has two different multi-tools. One's got some wrenches and extra stuff in it. The other is just a bottle opener and a screwdriver. And they've got, I think their USB memory stick they've got an 8 gigabyte version and a 32 gigabyte maybe.
Right.
And just different price points on those, whereas the Jibbon has a 16 gigabyte and that's the option for that. And then they've got one option for a multi-tool. The multi-tool looks pretty cool as well. So kind of a wash on that, I would say.
Yeah.
Very similar tools. For me, one thing that, one of the reasons why Jibbon, I think, created this is they wanted to do a better job of solving the problem when you assemble your keys onto this. A lot of the keychain organizers are really a pain to sort of assemble your keys on and hold it all together. There's a lot of small parts. I think the OrbitKey does a pretty good job in general of eliminating a lot of the small parts. I think there's one little wave washer that they use to create some spring force. But other than that, and then the fasteners themselves are a little bit loose when you're putting it in. So it's a little bit...
Well, you need to have something to kind of get this started. Yeah. They recommend like a coin or like a Tool Card Pro. You need something. You need something to get it turning.
Right, so you do need a tool for that. So the Jibbon, I think their main innovation is how you assemble the keys and how it all fits together. And they've kind of got this snap lock system, so you can actually unsnap the Jibbon and then you get to the fasteners to remove your keys or add keys to it. So we'll show how the keys just assemble to this. You can kind of lay it out flat. And you stack your keys, much like the other key organizers. The main difference being there's not a lot of loose parts that you have to hold on to. And you can see everything because the thing, when you insert the fastener and just tighten it up, they tout that they have micro tighten, so you can get it exactly as tight as you want before you close it up. And then when you snap it together, it locks it in place, so it's not gonna get loose after you've snapped it on. So you can really adjust how tight you want, how much friction you want on your keys, which is a nice feature, and you don't have to worry about it ever coming loose. OrbitKey has solved that in a different way, but a lot of key organizers can come loose if we do it. So I really like that aspect to it.
Me too. So I don't entirely get like why does that matter? Because I still have to do it the same way, right? Like I still have to line it up and the keys are moving around and you have to stick and that's with all the key organizers. That's with KeySmart, OrbitKey, you know, like no one's really gotten around that aspect of it.
Sure, but I just feel like this is, having assembled a bunch of different key organizers, this one is fairly simple as far as they go. You can do it a lot quicker because you don't have to hold on to all the parts. And we can assemble an OrbitKey as well.
And they didn't have a bunch of separators, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, they don't have
because like
all
both KeySmart and OrbitKey have separators.
Yeah.
And we love those brands, by the way. You can find them on our website, levergear.com.
But but so if we assemble the OrbitKey, you can see you kind of have to hold the fasteners while you're assembling it. So you hold them with your hands and then you put the keys on. And then same kind of a deal. You still have to, except one thing with the OrbitKey, you have to put the, you
have to close it.
You have to close it first and kind of hold it in place while you put the stem in to screw it together. Yeah. So just
I think
a little bit trickier.
To me, those are basically the same. The only thing that I think that Jibbon really has like the one-upmanship on, if that's a phrase that is used in English language, is that you don't need a tool. Right. You don't need like a coin or something to tighten it all the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
That's a nice perk. One other thing, as you can maybe see, they've stamped our initials in it, LVR. Both companies offer that feature, so you can get your initials engraved in it. Similar pricing on both. I think it's like $13 or so.
It's just that OrbitKey didn't do it for us. It's no big deal. We're not mad at it.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, and the Jibbon can hold up to 9 keys, OrbitKey can hold up to 7. So just one more difference.
Little perk.
Yeah. So there you have it. 2 really cool organizers. In my opinion, you can't go wrong either way. So I would check them out, check them both out. OrbitKey is available now in a bunch of different finishes, and the most popular materials and colors at levergear.com. And the Jibbon is on Kickstarter now, launching soon. So check them out. Thanks for watching.
Jinx.